Recently, BDTV, an arm of Business Day Media Limited, deployed 4 reporters and launched drones to track the massive 753 duplexes and apartments allegedly owned by Mr. Godwin Emefiele, former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. BDTV traced the sprawling estate through the use of locals, Google Map, and a motorbike rider with deep knowledge of the Lokogoma district, Abuja. The property located on Plot 109, Cadastral Zone C09, Lokogoma, Abuja, measures 150,462.86 square meters, which is about 150 hectares of land, according to a final forfeiture order obtained by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) from the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja. Most of the buildings are still at the lintel level or header level. The 753 unit of duplexes, each on 3 floors, has 4 bedrooms with boys' quarters. An Abuja-based quantity surveyor with over 40 years of professional practice and 20 years of practice in Abuja told BDT that the current value of each of the duplex is 250 million naira, while the entire estate is worth 188 billion 250 million naira. This is inclusive of the land. The quantity surveyor, who would not want to speak on camera, said the estate is 3 times the size of Akko, Godab, and Brains and Hammers estates in Life Camp district of Abuja. While our reporters could not reach anyone who knows when construction started on the estate, works stopped in June 2023. Immediately, Emefiele was arrested by the Department of State Security Service, the DSS. Few people living in the neighborhood declined comments and could not give information on the construction company who built the structure. But BDTV learned that it was built by a big contractor. The buildings and the land, according to an affidavit sworn to by one Idi Musa, an agent of the EFCC at the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, the property highlighted in Schedule A to the application of the said property recovered having been reasonably suspected to have been acquired with the proceeds of unlawful activities. On the 7th of September 2024, after investigations in banks and other relevant places, the property was located with the assistance of a surveyor from the Abuja Geographic Information System using search results and coordinates. The EFCC agent said upon locating the property and names of people associated with it, letters of investigation were sent to the relevant banks requesting for the opening packages of the said companies used in funding and developing the property. The land on which the property was built was initially located to Windermere Nigeria Limited on the 15th day of September 2010 for mass housing development, but the title of the land was later transferred to MG Property Limited via an executive deed of assignment. According to the EFCC, sometime in August 2021, said MG Properties transferred its title to HNY Business Global Limited. HNY Business Global Limited is also being investigated for acquiring one of the properties forfeited in the interim by the Federal High Court sitting in Lagos for the sum of 2,200 million naira from the Nigeria Minting and Printing Limited for and on behalf of the then Central Bank of Nigeria government. The monies used to purchase the land, according to the EFCC, were fraudulently procured by Mr. Emefiele and his cronies to disguise and conceal the unlawful origin of the funds used in acquisition of the properties. The EFCC said that in the course of the investigation, it was discovered that the former CBN governor negotiates kickbacks in return for allocation of foreign exchange to some companies which were in desperate need of foreign exchange for lawful and legitimate businesses. Emefiele, the EFCC document alleged, also funded the sprawling estate from kickbacks received from some contractors who were awarded contracts by the CBN during his tenure. The EFCC alleged that the head of litigation of a notable Taiwan bank ran errands for Mr. Emefiele, including the purchase and perfection of title documents located in highbrow areas of Lagos and Abuja. On the back of the conclusion of the investigation, the EFCC approached the Federal Capital Territory High Court, Abuja, presided by Honorable Justice Jude O. Onwegweze, seeking for final forfeiture of the said property. The court, prior to granting the final forfeiture order, gave a notice to any interested parties to appear before the court within 14 days in November 2024. With no one coming to claim the estate and its duplexes, the court granted the EFCC the order of final forfeiture. There have also been cases of alleged sleaze and embezzlement of public funds against Mr. Emefiele while in office, running into trillions of naira and millions of dollars. Although the total amount allegedly embezzled by Godwin Emefiele during his tenure as the Central Bank of Nigeria governor is not consolidated into a single figure across investigations, but here are key claims. Foreign deposits: £543.4 million was allegedly slashed in fixed deposit accounts in the UK. Fraudulent cash withdrawals: $6.23 million was reportedly withdrawn shortly before the 2023 elections. Misuse of ways and means: trillions of naira were involved, including irregular approvals and alleged padding of amounts by approximately 198.96 billion naira.